Understanding study flow. All deliveries that take place at the site are registered in the electronic data capture system using the Somarth 3 app. Right after registration, each delivery is screened for the presence of any of the 7 outcomes of interest. If an outcome of interest is detected, the delivery is assessed for eligibility for recruitment, which is either that this delivery is one of the first 2 cases for the outcome in the week, or that the delivery still needs to be recruited for that outcome have already been recruited this week. Or if over-recruitment is necessary based on the number of cases that have been recruited for this outcome in the last 2 weeks. For the sake of uniformity, the week starts on Monday and ends on Sunday. For example, you have identified a case of low birth weight in your hospital. You check the relevant study records and identify that this is the 3rd case of low birth weight identified in your hospital this week, and the first 2 cases have already been recruited. You further identify that while the required 2 cases have been recruited in the previous week, only 1 case was recruited the week before that. Thus, as per recruitment criteria, this case is eligible for recruitment into the study. An important exception to the above rule is the recruitment eligibility criteria for congenital microcephaly cases. Since it is a very rare outcome, all cases of congenital microcephaly identified at your hospital are eligible for recruitment. Once a case is identified as eligible for recruitment, the mother of the newborn is approached for obtaining informed consent. Further guidance on proper administration of informed consent form is available in the study protocol and operating procedure documents in your Dropbox. Once consent is obtained, the case is considered recruited. For each recruited case, detailed study forms have to be filled. Considering some of the outcomes of interest may develop in a newborn at any time during its neonatal period, that is, the first 28 days of a newborn's life, documentation from neonatal wards, neonatal ICUs, or any other wards where neonates are seen or treated must be screened for inborn neonates that have developed one of the outcomes of the interest during this period. This must be done even if the newborn was recruited at the time of delivery, since the newborn may develop additional outcomes of interest during the neonatal period. This follow-up stops in the event of death or once the neonatal period has passed. If an outcome of interest is identified, the cycle starts again. For example, baby Tina was born at your hospital at 39 weeks of gestation with a birth weight of 2.3 kgs. You had correctly identified this baby as a low birth weight baby at the time of delivery and noted the relevant details as per the study forms. You have also checked your records and noted that as one of the first cases for low birth weight identified at your hospital in that week, baby Tina was eligible for recruitment in the study. You approached the mother for consent and upon obtaining consent, recruited baby Tina in the study and completed the relevant forms. 10 days later, during your routine screening of daily admissions at the NICU, you notice that baby Tina has been readmitted to the hospital for neonatal infection. What will you do? Again, you will check your records to identify whether this case is eligible for recruitment as per the recruitment criteria for neonatal infections, and if so, will fill the relevant form.